But first, because they're not going away soon enough, the headlines breaking in the administration's 50 running scandals. Bush. Number 3, put your money where your something is gate. The Washington Post reporting that lame duck Secretary of the Interior Dirk Kempthorne has left a present for his designated successor Ken Salazar, $235,000 in upgrades to their office bathroom. A new shower, monogram towels, new tile, new plumbing, and lavish floor-to-ceiling wood paneling, which opens to reveal a refrigerator and a freezer in the bathroom of the office of the Secretary of the Interior, who apparently likes to freeze stuff in there. Number 2, Chutzpah-Gate. John Bolton and John Yoo, 2 of the architects of Mr. Bush's foreign policy of shoot first, ask questions second, mention it to Congress last. They have written an op-ed for the New York Times titled, Restore the Senate's Treaty Power. They are arguing that now the Senate needs to reassert its right to slam the brakes on unilateral international actions by the president. They're concerned that Obama may go for a Kyoto-style climate accord without Senate ratification. Bombing the hell out of the closest thing to an innocent bystander nation and getting 4,000 of our troops killed without Senate consent, that's fine. Try to save the atmosphere and suddenly John freaking Bolton is demanding checks and balances. To Mr. Yoo and to Mr. Bolton, this question: do you take your hypocrisy orally or intravenously? And number 1, crazy Vice President Gate. We continue to race the clock. Will Mr. Cheney somehow manage to destroy the planet in the next 2 weeks? On Face the Nation, he not only insisted that the economic collapse consisted of, quote, difficulties that have developed in the financial markets over the last 6 months, but when asked by Bob Schieffer if we're better off than we were 8 years ago, he replied,
I think we've done some very good things over the course of the last 8 years. Defending the country against further terrorist attacks like 9/11, I think, is a major accomplishment, for example.
Gets worse. Our task when we came in was ultimately to deal with the aftermath of 9/11, and we had to take on the global war on terror. Listen, you fatuous, condescending lunatic, for the last time, your task was not to deal with the aftermath of 9/11. It was to prevent 9/11. And if you utterly whiffed on the most important test of all the presidencies in your lifetime, Mr. Cheney, you do not get credit for getting a C on the pop quizzes that followed.